Hi, I am Balaji Chippada and welcome back to my channel. In continuation of our Python series for data science, in this video we will learn everything about sets. In our last video, we learned about lists, right? Now we will understand how sets are different from lists and what are the properties of sets. So let's start with defining what is a set. A set is an unordered and mutable collection of unique elements. If you see the description, it is unordered, mutable, and unique elements. We learned about mutability and immutability in the last video, right? Mutable means once a set is created or defined, you cannot change or modify the elements inside a set. That is what mutability means. And set elements are unordered. That means you cannot access the elements inside a set using an index because these are not ordered just like lists. And sets are defined by enclosing elements within the curly braces. Now you might ask, if lists are already present as a unique data structure in Python, why do we need sets and where do we use sets and how these two are different? Now let's take a real life example. Consider a scenario where you are developing an online application shopping cart system and you want to keep a track of unique items that a user has added to their cart. While in that scenario, you can either use lists or tuples as a data structure to store the shopping cart, but you may need to add additional logic filter to get the unique elements from the list or tuples. But if you use data structure sets in that scenario, by default sets are unique elements, so you don't need to do additional logic on top of the data structure to retrieve the unique elements inside your shopping cart. So this is a real type example where you use sets rather than using lists and tuples. Hope that is clear. So without any delay, let's get into the coding part. Now let's define a set. Let's create a set with elements 1 2 3 4 5. As I mentioned before, a set is defined by curly braces. So if I execute this, this will be a set and it is stored under the variable my set. And if I want to check the type of my set, okay, it's a set. Now, is there any other way that I can create set by using a list? Let's say you have a list of multiple elements 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And if I want to create a set out of a list, you have to call the function set and you have to give the parenthesis. And inside this set, you have to provide your list. And I'm saving that set into a variable called another set. And let's execute this. Now, if you notice, I have 3 and 3 two times present inside my list. But when I created a set out of it, and if I print the set, I got 3 appearing only once in my set because set only holds unique elements by default. So you cannot duplicate elements inside a set. This is one of the primary characteristic of a set. Now, as I mentioned before, sets are unordered set of elements. So as there is no order present inside of it, you cannot do indexing. So if I want to access the first element of a set by this method, another set of 0, it will throw me an error because set object is not subscriptable. That means it is saying sets are not indexed data structure, so you cannot access elements like this. I hope that is clear. And just like list, we have multiple methods for sets as well. Now let's see the first method, myset.add. First let's print myset, and we have 1 2 3 4 and 5, and I'm adding an element 6 to the set, and if I execute this, this will be added to the set. And if I want to add multiple elements at the same time, then I have to use a method update, and I am passing set of multiple elements 7 8 and 9, and let's see the output. It's got appended. Now let me try this way. Can I do it like this? And I will add one more element 10. Even using a list, you can add elements to the set or update the set with the list elements. But if you see, my set contains 7 8 9 from the previous execution, and if I am adding element 7 8 9 again to the set, it will not be duplicating my elements because sets holds only unique elements. That is clear, right? If you have any queries so far, please let me know in the comment section below. And if I want to remove an element from the set, I will just have to call the method dot remove, and I have to give the element value. So from the above set, now the element 3 is removed. Now what if I want to remove element by using another method which is called discard? Now let's try and execute this. And it is removing the element 8 from the set. Now you might ask, what is the difference between set.remove and set.discard? Now let me explain this in detail with a live example. Let's say I'm saying my set.remove 13. As you know, 13 is not currently present inside the my set. Now execute this. It will throw you a key error saying that Python couldn't find the element 13 inside your given set. Now if I do the same using dot discard, it will not throw any error. That is the difference. Dot remove will throw you an error when it couldn't find the element that you are trying to remove inside your set. But dot discard will not throw you any error. But if the element is present inside a set, it will remove it. And if the element is not present, it will not throw you any error. I hope that is clear. And let's say my set dot pop. So my set dot pop, what it will do is it will randomly take any element from the set and it will store inside this popped element. And if I print my set right now, the element 1 is popped in this execution, right? So my set doesn't have the element 1. If you see the my set here, it contains the element 1, but after doing a pop, my set is updated without that element. Now let's understand the important characteristics of sets, which are union, intersection, difference, difference update, and intersection update. Now let me take a whiteboard and explain all of these in detail. So we have set A and we have set B. And if you are familiar with Venn diagrams, let me draw a circle for set A and circle for set B, A and B. What it represents is we have elements in set A and we have elements in set B, and there are some common elements between set A and set B. Now let's take an example. A equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4 and B equal to 3, 4, 5 and 6. If you notice, we have elements 3 and 4, 3 and 4 common between A and B. That means 3, 4 comes under this category and 1 and 2 comes under A and 5 and 6 comes under B. Now how do you read this? Set A contains elements 1, 2, 3 and 4, and set B contains elements 5, 6, 3 and 4. That is how you do a representation of Venn diagram. Now what is the scenario where there are no common elements between set A and set B? Then the diagram would look something like this. Now let's take an example and understand what is union, intersection and all of those things. And we have set A and we have set B. Now let's say these are like this. And we have elements 1, 2 and we have 3, 4 and we have 5, 6. So first, what is a union? Union is basically merging all of these elements into a single set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this covers almost all the elements between A and B. So this will be diagram something like this. Clear? Now second one is intersection. So this will be as we learned the common elements between set A and set B, and this will be common elements between set A and set B. In this example it's 3 and 4, right? And then we have difference. So difference is basically set A and set B, and we will get the elements only from set A which are not common between set A and B. This will be 1 and 2. For difference for set B would be 5 and 6. I hope that is clear. Now let's go back to our execution pane and let's understand this while with coding. So we have set 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and set 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we are doing set 1 dot union set 2, and it will retrieve all the elements from both sets. And set 1 dot intersection set 2, it will retrieve the common elements which are 3 and 4. And set 1 dot difference set 2, it will remove the common elements from the set 1 and it will retrieve the remaining elements from set 1. Now let's understand another important method called difference update. Difference update is basically just like a difference, but what difference update does is it will override your original set 1. Instead of returning some values, it will override the output into the set 1. So if I execute this, I said set 1 dot difference update set 2, and when I print set 1, the values which are common in between set 1 and set 2 are not present inside set 1. Hope that is clear. That is the difference between difference and difference update. Now if I do set 1 minus set 2, which is basically a difference, it also returns the same thing, but this output is not as from set 1. If I print set 1, set 1 will be same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because difference will not update your set 1. Difference update will update your set 1. Just like that, we have intersection update as well. It will retrieve the elements which are common in between both sets and it will update the original set. And there are some notations for these as well. If you want to do union, you don't need to write dot union. You can use this notation. And if you want to do intersection, you can use and notation. And if you want to do the difference, you can use minus notation. And there are a couple of things which are important is my set dot clear, it will clear all the elements from the list. And my set dot copy, it will copy you the elements into another set. And each subset, this is important. Now let's take an example. Set 1, let me change the color. Set 1 is 1 and 2, and set 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4. If you notice, the values of set 1 are completely present inside set 2. That means what we can say is set 1 is a subset of set 2. Set 1 is a part of set 2. That's what a subset means. Now, each subset is a method in which it will return true if it is a valid. So now execute set 1 and set 2 and see set 1 contains 3, 4, 5 and set 2 contains 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now I am asking if set 1 is a subset of set 2 or not. In this case, it is a subset, yes, right? Because all the elements of set 1 present inside set 2 and it should return as a true. If I execute it, it will return true. That's all everything about sets. Hopefully you learned something new in this video, and if you are liking the content, please do subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified daily. And we will meet you in the next video. Peace out. Bye bye.